Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
And that means my eyes go to Doug Baldwin out on the perimeter. He plays the game so hard and with such passion, but also plays it skillfully. Only one drop last season on his way to another Pro Bowl season.
On second down, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it's third down. And now the defense for Dallas.
The anchor of this Cowboys defense is linebacker Sean Lee. Finished with 118 tackles despite missing 4 full games and the majority of another one in 2017. And you can absolutely see it's a different defense when he's on the field as opposed to when he's off of it. Agile, diagnoses plays well, and a fierce, fierce tackler.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Penny, the first down carry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
On second down, here's Penny. They find some open field here. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got Lockett, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball to Hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jerron Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go. Wide 80. Under. Let's go. Let's take 96.
They go play action here on 1st down. Right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hustle. 41's the will. Go. Get out there.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
There you go. Wide eight.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there.
The first down carry by Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bailey missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And out now come the Seahawks. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. A handoff to Penny. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had compiled a pretty long drive. Last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Get out, get out. 27. 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Wide 80.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Bolden with it over the middle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and